Good morning. I've had a little lie in this morning. I just realised, gosh, sometimes you just need to lie in, but then my body was just like, no, 7 o'clock's late enough, that's it. So I love it whenever people can lie in till like 9 o'clock or something, but no, I just want to get up. So I picked up this again. You too can be prosperous, and I'm still only on chapter 2. That's the thing, is that we think we have to read a book and read it so fast and get to the end. But I read this and I underline something. I go, it's the application of what you're reading. So understand it and apply it. You know, whenever you learn to drive a car, you don't literally learn to drive the car by doing all the theory, do you? You have to actually practice it. That's what reading a book like this is. Or it's just literally practicing it with every single thought. Yeah? So like here's one here. And this hit me because it was a conversation I was having yesterday with someone. Prosperity belongs to the righteous. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm right and I deserve to be prosperous? That's just your ego. What I mean about righteousness is that you don't doubt yourself. That's what the righteousness means. Is that stop asking other people's opinion about what you should do. Do you feel something in your heart? Have you seen it in here? And then you feel it in your heart and you want to do it. And you go, yes, this is a brilliant idea. And then you go and ask somebody else's opinion and they tear it down. Like anybody who's criticizing your idea, they can't see it. They don't mean to, but they can't see it. So say yesterday, for example, I spoke to one person about Arbonne and she absolutely tore it to pieces. And I was like, wow, that's amazing that you would do that. And I wanted to understand as to what she had those opinions. So she'd had a bad experience of something. And I said, so what do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on what's wrong? Or do you want to focus on what's right? Do you want to focus on people who didn't make a success? Or do you want to focus on the people who did make a success? And then you say, but that's only 3% of the people, Sheena. Exactly. You choose. Do you want to be the 97% who didn't make it work? Or do you want to be the 3% who did make it work? Like, that's the thing, you know, it's about whenever you find out something new, remember that our paradigms are controlling everything. Our paradigms keep us in a box. And what's a paradigm? It's just evidence. It's literally all the programming that you had from a child right the way through. Basically, you were put in a box and stay in that box, get a job, work for 40 hours a week for 40 years to end up on a pension that's 40% of what you couldn't survive on in the first place. Is that what you want? And that's fine if that's what you want, but don't criticize others for them. Good morning, Brenda, for doing something different and wanting to have something different and want to create a legacy that's going to go on for goodness knows how long. I didn't come here just to be here. I want to change lives of other people down there. And it's just that's what I feel is right for me. And I'm okay with it. And I love it. I absolutely love that idea. I don't need to ask anybody else's opinion. That's what being prosperous is that you feel right. Because see that doubt just eats away at you. It just eats away. And I realized when I look back over my whole life realized that I lived in fear. You know, you get a house, you're afraid to lose it. You get a car, you're afraid to keep up the payments. You get a job, you know, like, oh my goodness, I've got to perform every single day. Yes, Brenda, I'm with you. That 3% who make it work. You know, whenever I drove my horse lorry for the first time, I remember, like, I'd never driven one before. And I went and I bought it. And that was it. And I just thought, well, if those girls can drive horse lorries, then so can I. Did actually really wished I'd had a few lessons beforehand, but never mind that. I just thought, well, if they can do it, so can I. If it's been done before, it's like the 4-minute, was it the 6-minute mile or 4-minute mile? The 4-minute mile. When that was first done, nobody thought it could be done. And as soon as it was done, then people started to run a 4-minute mile. Like, isn't it amazing? It's just like, so what are you focusing on? But the big thing is that if you know in your heart you want to do something, now if you ask someone else's opinion, it means you're doubting yourself. So what do you get back? For remember, the law of reflection is that, everything out here is mirroring who you are in here. Maybe not in here, but in here. So if you ask someone opinion and you're doubting yourself, do you know what you'll get back from that other person? Doubt. I practice it sometimes with Wolfgang. If I'm like stuck with a decision and I'm in my head and I'm really trying to understand because I know there's doubt somewhere, but I don't know what it is. I know that if I ask Wolfgang an opinion on what it is I want to do, he will literally reflect back to me the doubt so I can hear it. And I go, yeah, I thought that, but I couldn't put it to words. So then I had something, else to deal with, and I knew where to go. So quit asking. There you go. Thank you, Brenda. Roger Bannister, yeah, the 4-minute mile. So all that just from reading that one sentence, prosperity belongs to the righteous. Just stop and think for a while on that sentence. Can you be right today? Now, here's the thing. You're right for you, for your truth. But then Brenda is right for Brenda's truth. Yeah? Look for the truth of what makes you feel good. If there's anything that's making you feel bad, you've just literally taken yourself away from the beautiful source energy that we have in this world. If anything, if you complain or criticize or anything, that is taking you away from just the beautiful energy that we've got in this world. So any complaints or anything like that, any criticism that you do will take you away from that. So that's why you would never want to criticize somebody else. Why would you do that? Because you feel it in here. Just like you feel love in here, you feel criticism in here. So just look at other people and go, well, that's your truth. That's okay. There's no need to criticize. Yeah, that's your truth. What a wonderful place to be, where you can let people be themselves. And you know what the best bit is that you can be yourself. That's where you can breathe and it feels really good and lots of ideas come up. So what are we trying to bring out? Simply 2 truths. Prosperity belongs to the righteous, and there can be no lasting prosperity apart from God. Now, if you think I'm like churchianity or Christianity here, I'm talking about God as in universal intelligence, as in source energy. People say God, people say source energy, people say universal intelligence, people say formless substance, whatever it is you want, but there is no other prosperity. So here's the thing. So the guy who owned this house, before us, he was driving a Lamborghini. So when I met him, it was like as if, some people think they are their Lamborghini. Like, you bring the Lamborghini with you everywhere you are, yeah? But you don't, do you? You're not your house, you're not your car, you're not the money in your bank account, you're not the relationship you have. If we keep trying to get prosperity from the outside world, then we rise and fall with the prosperity in the outside world. Don't we? If you don't have a car and then you don't have a car, how are you going to feel? Because you thought you were your car. You thought you were your house. But when you can fill yourself up from the inside out, that's true prosperity. True prosperity. Isn't it wonderful? But what do we try and do? I need more money. I need another car. I need new clothes. I need a man in my life. I need this, I need that. And then we get it, and then we just want something else, don't we? And it's okay to want something else. I mean, that's what Bob Proctor's always saying. It's just like, what is it you want? What is it you want? But remember to fill yourself up from here, out. Those things will come and go. But in here, will never go. Yeah? So, prosperity, lasting prosperity, comes from within yourself. And you know what prosperity is? It's peace. Isn't it? It's absolute peace. I love that. And so when you have that peace, then you're grateful. And here's one of the biggest tricks to prosperity. Walk through today being grateful for everything. Can you do that? Can you walk around and just go, thank you. Thank you for breathing. Thank you that it's a sunny day today. Thank you for this computer. Thank you for being able to make a cup of tea. Thank you for my Arbonne drink in the corner, just about got it in. It's just there in the corner for you to see. Thank you for watching me today. Thank you. You know, if there's something you're missing in your life, you know, the best way of asking, believing, and receiving all at the same time, do you know what that is? That is being thankful. So asking, believing, and receiving can all be wrapped up in gratitude and thanksgiving. And that harmonizes your lower self with your higher self. That is the magic. And I remember Sandy Gallagher, she always talks about that. And so the paradigm shift is coming up, guys. You want to get on it. You want to get on it. You want to listen to Bob and you want to listen to Sandy Gallagher. I thought it was always Bob, 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 and it is. And Sandy's learned from Bob, but Sandy has such amazing things to say. She always talked about gratitude and visioneering, and she'll do it again in the paradigm shift. I'll put the link up there. Just click on it and just get on it. It's all weekend on the 26th of June, and I'll be there with you, supporting you the whole way as well. We'll literally have so much fun. We'll get on Zooms, we'll have a little party, but we'll be listening to Bob and Sandy all weekend. But Sandy always goes on about gratitude and visioneering. There's a reason behind that, and the more you study this stuff, the more that you realise, oh my God, Sandy's got it right. They're the two things that change everything. So remember what gratitude is. It's the action of asking, believing, and receiving all in one go. So if there's something you want, think of it and go, thank you. Thank you so much. If you don't have any money in your bank account, then think of money in your bank account and go, thank you. Thank you so much. Here's the thing. Does it really matter what's going on in the outside world? If you just feel happy in here, then you can start to see the things that you need to do. And isn't this, we just want to feel better? That's what it's all about feeling better and feeling good. And then you can make other people feel good. One person at a time. That's all you can do. Start with yourself. Listen, have an awesome day. Click on the paradigm shift up there. Better see you clicking on it. You better be there with me on the 26th. I'm not sitting here on my own, doing it by myself. No, there'll be thousands of people, so don't worry. I won't be on my own. Listen, have an awesome day. And yeah, an awesome Saturday and an awesome weekend. And I'll catch you again tomorrow. See ya. Thanks for watching. See you, Brenda.